Being honest at work can get you fired. Welcome to my channel where I teach you experiences from my life so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. It is true, my friends. Hardly anyone wants to hear the truth, especially not at work. Telling the truth will not make others like you more. Imagine you are in a new job and you just started a few months ago. Your boss calls you into his office and says, "So, whatever your name is, you have been working here for 3 months now, so how are you feeling being here with us in company?" If you would be honest, you will probably say something like this. "Well, I'm just happy to have a job. Doesn't actually matter what job it is, at least I have one. I mean, it's an okay job here, I guess. I mean, I had much worse jobs when I was younger, but sometimes it is exhausting here, especially on Fridays. I just want to go home on Fridays and start my weekend. Yeah, and I hate Mondays as well because there's all the emails coming in and all the phone calls, and I hardly have time to read the emails because the phone is always ringing. And people would call me and ask me if I read their email instead of just waiting for me to reply. I mean, why do they write me an email when they call me anyway? And, I'm actually not doing this job because I like it so much. I'm doing this job because I need the money to pay for my rent and my groceries. I mean, I could probably get a much better job somewhere where they pay me much more, but I haven't found it yet. Your boss would probably raise his eyebrows. "Aha," the boss would say. "And how do you feel here in our team?" If you would be honest, you would probably say something like this. "Well, at first I thought they were cool guys, but now as I know them a little better, I think most of them are weird. I'm seeing them every day, and they start to get on my nerves. Also, like John, like he smells, he never takes a shower before he comes to work. And Tim is biting his nails all the time. And he's such an annoying voice. And Jenny, the secretary, she looks like she just doesn't sleep enough, and she could cover her body a little bit more because don't think she can afford this slutty clothes with her figure." Your boss would probably think you are having problems in integrating yourself into the team. Your boss might also ask, "And what do you think as me, as your boss? Do you like the way I'm structuring the hierarchy?" If you would be honest, you would probably say something like this. "Well, I respect you are the boss and so on. But honestly, I think I could do your job as well. All you do is like talks and meetings and having coffee, so it's not actually real work. Also, I think you could pay me more. I know what car you're driving. It's okay if the boss has a better salary than the employees, but in your case, I think it's a little bit extreme. So you could pay us all a little bit more, I guess, and wouldn't hurt you. I don't like your shirts. I think they're too colorful, almost ridiculously colorful." Well, you would probably lose your job at this point. But not only your boss, also your teammates will not like it when you are being honest with them. Imagine someone sends you his part of the project. You check it, and you find out that the person did a bad job. If you would be honest, you would probably say something like, "I'm sorry I have to say this, Michael, but what you've been delivering me is shit. I cannot work with it. I wanted this and that, and I wanted it completely different, so what's wrong with you, Michael? I thought I made myself clear. Like I spent 20 minutes with you in this briefing, giving you the exact instructions what you need to do, and you failed. Are you such an idiot? Are you just too stupid for your job, Michael? Michael would probably become very angry. Not only have you insulted him, but you also embarrassed him in front of the whole team.
Do you like my new nail color? Do you think it's the same color like my shoes?
If you would be honest, you will probably say something like this. Jenny, please, I'm working here. I don't have time for that bullshit. I don't care about your shoes or your nails. And actually, I don't care about you. Jenny, the secretary, will from now on not ask you if you like her nails. And she will also forget to bring your coffee into the conference room into the meetings. And maybe she will even forget about forwarding your holiday bonus to payroll accounting. I mean, maybe your boss hasn't been honest with Jenny the secretary as well. What would Jenny think if he told her that he didn't hire her because of her skills, but because he loves to look at her ass all day long? You see, being honest at work can end up in a disaster. You could lose your job and everything else. When I was a young man, I worked hard to fulfill my dreams in the future. Now, as a middle-aged man, I realized that I cannot fulfill my dreams the way my parents' generation could, with an average academic income. Now, I'm working just to survive. Having a job that one loves is just a bonus. It is better to do a job which you love and have a low income than doing a job you hate just for a couple of hundreds or $1,000 extra. You would betray yourself. You would not serve your soul, you would only serve your bank account. You would not be honest with yourself. And yourself is the only person in this whole world you really should be honest with. The society we're living in here in the Western world, in this day and age, is not an honest society. It is full of lies. Hardly anyone sees the truth, and those who see the truth often wish they hadn't seen it. Why would you be honest when everyone around you isn't? That doesn't mean you need to lie. Don't be a liar. But just find a way of answering people without telling them the truth. So if you found this somehow helpful, you can say thank you by buying me a coffee. The link to do so is in the description. You can also subscribe to the channel for free or click the like button to help with the audience and so on and so on and so on. You know how it works. I hope I see you again. Have a good one.